Hey, welcome to Camp Forlorn Hope. I hope you have a miserable time.
Thanks, NCR Trooper.
You're welcome. Now get the fuck out of here. Other than looking at these two-dimensional plans, what are we doing today?
Well, the captain...
Whoa!
It's Rusty!
Rusty! How's it going, man? I haven't seen you in
It
ages.
feels like an eternity.
It feels like it's been 106 episodes.
I never thought I'd see this guy again. I thought he left Nevada.
I thought he went to the great teddy bear... I don't think teddy bear hell exists.
Wait, you don't think Rusty died? Rusty never died. You can't kill him.
Yeah, but I thought he was like, my job here is done!
And then he left, but he didn't die.
I must go. My planet needs me.
Well, I think you're misremembering.
My planet needs me.
Rusty, would you like to join us?
Yeah, you remembered me.
Are you
Get out of here. I don't need you anymore. I got Rusty.
What the fuck are you doing?
Don't
stop it, Mike. Get away from me.
Don't need you anymore. We got Rusty.
Mike, stop it.
You've been demoted to third in command.
Anyway, how you been doing, Rusty? I was just murdering some legionaries. I ran out of coke money the other day, so I had to suck some dick for it.
How dare you make fun of Rusty like that? Rusty is probably the most noble soldier we've ever met.
Yeah, but I still love coke.
Do you remember that time that Rusty crossed enemy lines to bring us back from their Legion encampment?
No.
You don't remember that?
No.
That's because you got knocked unconscious, but I was there. I remember what happened.
I remember the time that Rusty sold all of my underpants for drug money.
Yeah, but then he gave you the drugs, so it kind of was a work.
No, he gave me the bags the drugs were in after he had taken all of them.
And remember that time that I was bleeding out, about to die, and Rusty said, "You can take my body instead. I will go into this teddy bear."
I don't... Wait, so you're in...
I guess we're getting a little too complicated for you, huh?
I guess that would make sense as to why you actually have muscles.
Funny guy.
Yeah.
Why don't you join us? We might need your expertise here.
Sure thing, as long as I get a bunch of meth.
Wait, Rusty, you've really spiraled out of control.
I love to eat meth.
The commander here has asked us to come and raise the spirits of the troops.
Oh, good. Are we going to have a mandatory fun day?
Yes, that's what we
Oh,
have
great.
today.
Mandatory fun days. My favorite. Why don't you just shoot me in the face and we'll get it over with?
We could do that.
Mandatory fun day!
Don't!
I pulled the trigger and it didn't do anything. You're lucky. Yo, I'm Major Pavarotti. I really like Italian food. I like noodles. He's walking away because I just offended him.
Yeah, because of your racist impersonation.
Yeah, I love Italian food. Bippity boppity.
You should show respect to a major in the NCR.
I have no respect for people that aren't in the same military as me.
I have a report here that says the Legion forces at Nelson have been taken care of and that you had a hand in it.
Is that report just everybody in the entire world saying, oh, the Legion is dead at Nelson?
Those guys have been giving us a lot of trouble for a long time now. Now that they're gone, we'll be able to prepare for the upcoming conflict at Hoover Dam.
I'm just imagining someone trying to do Pilates, but with Major Pilates' head on top of it.
This is so disrespectful. I heard you needed some help, Major Pavarotti, and despite the disrespect, we are here to help.
Major Pavarotti? Oh!
I'm short-staffed, and I don't have the time to take care of some issues around the camp. Quartermaster Mays has been complaining to me nonstop about the lack of supplies.
That's all quartermasters do is complain.
Unfortunately, we aren't getting a resupply anytime soon. I want you to speak with him and see if there's anything you can do for him.
Alright, sure, whatever.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
You are asking for a load of buckshot to the face. While I was in the military and I lived in the barracks, we had a thing that was called Better Opportunities for Single Soldiers, or BOSS.
Sounds like a dating meetup program.
No, but it was supposed to help create fun events for people that lived in the barracks so they didn't just sit in the barracks and drink all the time. It was like, oh, we're gonna have this meeting out here, and there's gonna be baseball and food and fun times, and there'll be people playing music.
I love those days. Those are so fun.
And you have to show up in civilian clothes. And also, we're having a formation afterwards, which you have to be in uniform for.
That part's not so fun.
I'm literally in the middle of work. I have 15 weapons that need to be fixed right now, but I have to go to the mandatory fun day, so whoop-de-doo. So I had to go back from work to the barracks, get changed into civilian clothes, go to this meeting, and they were like, oh, there'll be food there. So I didn't eat lunch.
I know where this story's going. Was this your first mandatory fun day? Or were you aware of the procedure for that?
Oh, I was aware of the procedure for mandatory fun day. But
If
usually
you-
when they said there's going to be food there was food there that you didn't have to pay for.
You say this isn't your first mandatory fun day, but I think you would have learned by now to always have a can of SpaghettiOs or a packet of jerky, because you know this kind of garbage happens all the time.
So show up for the mandatory fun day. They have hot dogs.
$5 a pop.
Yeah, which are $5 a piece.
For charity, right?
No, it goes to the Better Opportunities for Single Soldiers thing, so that they can have more fun meetings like this.
Pretty much charity, but it's a terrible charity.
It's a terrible charity that means that the sergeant who lives in the barracks and who runs the Better Opportunities for Single Soldiers thing can go frickin' skydiving. Whereas I'm stuck sitting at the barracks getting drunk because I don't have anything else to do. Anyway, show up there. I have to pay like $5. I don't have any money. Then I have to go to a formation. So I have to go back to the barracks, get changed into my uniform, put on my black wool hat that I have to wear in the summer in Louisiana.
Oh, yeah.
Where it feels like 120 degrees outside. I stand in formation for 10 minutes and then pass out because my blood sugar is too low.
This isn't a unique story for you, but it is.
No, this happens to pretty much everybody in the military.
Yeah.
I wake up and my first sergeant and a medic are dragging me away from the formation.
Did you get the silver bullet?
No, I didn't. The medic that was dragging me back was not part of like an organized medical thing. He was just a medic that was standing in formation behind me.
Oh, you're lucky they didn't have any thermometers on hand.
Thank God. According to him, this is pretty much what happened. This is bullshit. I fell into the person in front of me and knocked him over. I wake up, my first sergeant and a medic are dragging me back, and my first sergeant is cussing me out and telling me that I have disgraced him and the entire unit because I passed out. The medic is telling the first sergeant that he needs to shut the fuck up because I just passed out, probably from low blood sugar. Mm-hmm. And also because it's 120 degrees outside. He's like, did you eat at all today? And I was like, no, I didn't eat. I went to the boss meeting. And he's like, you gotta eat before those things, man. They charge you money.
Because it wasn't his first rodeo either.
Anyway, long story short, I passed out because the army said that there was gonna be food there, and then there wasn't food there, except there was food there, but I had to pay money for it.
Like they do every year.
Yeah. Mandatory fun days are the worst. Anyway, let's talk to someone who understands the pointlessness of mandatory fun days, Quartermaster Mays.
So, I heard you helped take over Nelson from the Legion.
I didn't do that.
Glad to see someone making a difference around here instead of just complaining.
I love to complain. How would you like to play a hand of caravan?
No, don't you dare!
Anyway, Major Pavarotti sent me to help you out.
So, the Major has you running errands for him. Well, we're short on personnel as well as supplies, so we'll take all the help we can get.
Speaking of some supplies, I found some nearby. Are they yours? I think I've actually been carrying these.
We found those back in episode 12.
I sent some men out to get these supplies, but they never returned.
Yeah, that was like a year ago.
I guess the Legion got them on their way back. At least we have the supplies. It's not much, but every little bit counts.
All right, let's return to Major Parcheesi.
I'm glad to see you here. We could definitely use your help.
I helped Quartermaster Mays get some supplies.
I heard. The extra supplies will help for a short time, but that only solves one of our problems. With all the Legion raids lately, we're running low on troops that can still fight. Some are injured, but even more are dead. I want you to check in with Dr. Richards and see if he needs any help getting our troops back on the front line.
Oh, you heard about the great work I did at the Boomer camp, huh? Well then, let's go be doctors!
Dear Lord.
Another fun army story. I was out in the...
Does this butcher's room remind you of a fun story?
No, but talking about lieutenants does. We were on a field exercise and I found a captain's hat somewhere. I was like, I don't know what to do with this hat. Who do I turn it into? Someone went, hey, put it on Zach. He looks like lieutenant. He's confused all the time. So I put the hat on and I just kind of wandered around for a while, just going like, okay, so what we're going to do, we're First Sergeant! First Sergeant! Where's the First Sergeant?
Wow, your invitation is spot on.
I hear you defeated the Legion forces at Nelson.
Wow, everybody
I'm
has heard
impressed
about that.
and thankful. It'll make my job around here much easier.
You also...
He thinks we're gonna make his job easier.
What would you like to know?
Why don't you tell me about yourself?
Did you get trained in the NCR, or did you get trained in the Navy and get transferred over? Because the NCR doesn't have any corpsmen.
I thought corpsmen were Marines.
Corpsmen are Navy personnel that were transferred to a Marine branch, and every Marine branch does not have its own corpsman.
Wow, I didn't know that!
And now you know.
I thought that corpsmen were all just, like, in the Marines. You joined the Marines, and then you went to, like, corpsman school.
No such thing. Nope. All Navy.
Wow.
I used to be a doctor back in California, but a few years back I got suckered into doing military work because it was my patriotic duty. Back then, I, like many idealistic men before me, thought it was a great idea and was excited about making the world a better place with the NCR. Now I just want to get back home. I've had enough fighting and fixing up soldiers just to send them right back out to die to last a lifetime.
Yeah, go figure.
The Major sent us out here to bring some levity to you, but you guys are making us laugh. We want to do his patriotic
Oh, man, what an idiot. Don't do your patriotic duty.
Oh, we've all been there.
You voted. That's enough. That's enough patriotic duty.
Things look pretty bad in here, Dr. Richards.
They do. Nice segue.
I'm doing the best I can considering the poor situation I find myself in. There's barely enough equipment or medicine to handle the number of injuries we have.
I know what you mean. We never seem to have enough stim packs.
I could perhaps use a hand. Do you have any medical experience?
Oh, I have some medical experience.
Excellent.
Post-foul.
As you can see, we have a lot of injured troopers here, and I haven't had time to look at all of them yet. Since you have some medical experience, I'd like you to examine them and see what you can do to treat them.
You're awfully trusting, Doctor. It will be a downfall.
Okay, patient number 1.
Yes, let's check his chart. Yes, let's see here. Oh, yes. These are definitely lines drawn by a computer. Excellent.
And look at those numbers. Those are certainly numbers, all right.
Those are certainly numbers. Well, my fine sir, you are going to be up and walking in no time.
He's unconscious. He's not listening.
Well, I see your first problem is there's a clipboard lodged in your arm.
This man appears to have suffered a close-range blast trauma. Probably from you firing grenades wantonly. His upper torso is covered in cuts and is severely burned. Improper treatment will kill him. Would you like to treat him? Medicine of 75 or higher required. Alternatively, you may be able to help him if you have some supplies.
Nurse Retractor.
We don't have any retractors.
Where's Nurse Retractor?
There's no one here named
My
Nurse.
name is Nurse Retractor.
That's just you doing a voice.
I'm here to help. I'm Nurse Retractor.
I feel like we're off to a bad start.
Nurse Mike, fetch me a sponge.
Why is the nurse commanding me to fetch stuff?
Mike, listen to Nurse Retractor. Yes, listen to me, Mike.
Rusty, I swear, he's not always like this.
We're saving him in preparation for the surgery.
Why are we shaving him? He has been badly burned. He has no more hair left.
Well, he has hair down here, underneath this protective garment.
Why are we operating in this area? We need to fix the burn.
Why is there a small third arm down here attached to 2 tiny eggs?
We quickly grab some ice to treat the burns. Unfortunately, the ice doesn't help, but only compounds the problem. The patient screams and dies due to cardiac arrest, induced from a sudden pain.
Excellent! We have done it!
You killed him. What kind of doctor are you?
A good one.
Get out of here now.
Oh, okay. Mike's giving me all kinds of shit for being a bad doctor, but you haven't even undressed this guy yet, so you don't even know what's wrong with him.
Let's see. This man's leg is severely injured. It may require amputation to save him. Are you sure you want to try and attempt the operation, Zach? What are you doing? What are you grabbing?
Bone saw, medical brace.
Come on.
Quickly, jam this empty syringe into his eye socket!
Using the Med-X to dull the patient's pain, you put the medical brace on him and stabilize his leg. You then carefully begin to amputate the limb with the bone saw. During the surgery, you notice his hand was also gangrenous. You amputate that as well, and you saved his life.
How did I not realize his hand was gangrenous from the beginning? I would have been able to smell it. Next shot! What is wrong with you? I insist you tell me! I am a doctor!
This man appears to be suffering from multiple machete wounds, probably from a dumb legionary. You know how they're always using machetes.
They're so stupid. Also, I can't help but notice that the wounds are from the wrong side of the machete.
Dummy. Improper treatment will kill him! Would you like to treat him?
Treat him with medicine!
You carefully clean the wounds and apply antibiotics before stitching the wounds closed. The patient will recover in time.
2 out of 3 ain't bad. Next!
Dr. Zach, what's wrong with patient number 4?
Well, for one, he's become invisible.
No, it's the one behind you.
Oh.
Let's treat this guy.
All right.
The bucket treatment worked! It was a great success, and he no longer has a twisted urethra or whatever was wrong with him.
It was testicular torsion.
Yeah.
That's what was wrong with it. It was
okay.
testicular torsion.
Well, good job, Dr. Zach.
Here is your chart. I will bill you. Speak to the secretary on your way out.
Everyone always underestimates alternative medicine treatments.
I think it just got a little bit hotter in here. Is there something I can do for you?
Are you hitting on me? I don't like it. Is this what it feels like when women have guys that catcall at them? Because I'm really uncomfortable. God, it's awful. I finished looking over your patients.
Excellent job. Where'd you learn to do all that? I don't think I could have done much better myself. Very impressive.
I'm sure you could.
As for the men, they'll recover soon and be back on the front lines in no time. Huh. The circle of life.
Well, except for the guy whose arm and leg got cut off.
I'll send word to Major Pavarotti about your work here. Once again, you have my sincerest thanks.
If you think these guys won't send a man with one arm and one leg back to the battlefield, you obviously don't know how stretched for personnel they are.
I mean, that's a valid point. The army took me.
Nelson's back in our hands. I hope we can defend it this time.
Shut up about Nelson. Serious, this guy is just begging to get killed. Why don't you go stand over on that ledge over there, just wave at the Legion for a bit until you get shot.